What's up guys, Nipsel here, and today I thought I'd do a special video since of the release of Call of Duty World War II. It's finally been announced, and as we know, it's going to be a classic Call of Duty game again, but that's a video for another day. Today I want to talk about something I hope they do not incorporate into the game. I know there'll be a lot of people who want it incorporated, but I don't, and that of course is weapon variants. Probably hands down one of the biggest mistakes that Infantry Ward made. I can never get it right, my apologies. But I reckon that it was such an unbalanced aspect of the game. Everything about the weapon variants was just so out of balance, it was out of whack. So like, the baseline weapon, it was good, and you could have gone plenty of times with that. But when you add in all these legendaries, epics, rares and commons, it just throws the game balance out of whack. Because, well, let's be honest, like the, what's it called again? ERAD. One of the epic versions of that. It's a laser gun, it is so overpowered. And it just completely ruins the aspect of the game. It's not based on skill anymore. It's based on how lucky you've gotten on supply drops, or how, depending on how much money you spent to obtain those weapons. It's basically best in, best dressed. You've got the best gun, congratulations, you're going to do the best. That's not necessarily the truth the whole time. The majority of the time it depends on the weapon you have. And I believe that is one of the Infinite Warfare's biggest downfalls. Not the exosuits, not the futuristic gameplay. I reckon it's the weapon variants, because it's changed so much. It changes each gun so much. Now, with that being said, because I'm not really happy with them, as you can probably tell, I'm quite pissed off with it. With that being said, if they do decide to put weapon variants in Call of Duty World War II, which I hope they won't. I haven't seen any reports on it, and I haven't seen any suggestions that it's going to be in there. But if they do, I hope it's just cosmetic. It shouldn't have to change the accuracy, the power, any of it. It shouldn't change any of it. It should just be purely cosmetic. Like, it looks better, slightly different design, or maybe it's just got... Actually, that's all you can really do with it. Slightly better design or more unique design. Shouldn't change any aspect of the gun itself. But with that being said, I know there'll be plenty of people out there who like the weapon variant idea. And it's not a new idea, it happened in Advanced Warfare. But I for one do not like it. I reckon it makes the gameplay so unbalanced, because it relies a lot heavily on how good your gun is. Is it an epic? Is it a common? Is it a legendary? And I just reckon it ruined the game. So I honestly do hope, and feel free to disagree with me, because I'm no expert by any means, but I honestly hope that World War II does not have weapon variants. And just from rather on the path of it, putting unbalanced gameplay into the aspect. Also, if they introduce it into that game style, or into that era of game style, it just won't work. It can't work, because you could get away with futuristic models, because guns haven't existed, they don't exist, or they're advanced versions of weaponry that already do exist in the modern era. And you could tweak that, you can have a bit of fun with it, you can push it far out. But since it's based in World War II, there's a limited amount of weaponry you can play with, and you can't add in laser weapons basically. You can't make one gun more powerful than what the baseline already is, because if you want to get this right, you've got to try and get as accurate as possible on the time frame. And if you start messing with that, you're going to lose a large part of your fan base, because it's just not what we were expecting, and I don't believe it's what we want. But that is purely my opinion. I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks that weapon variants should not be included. I reckon they were a mistake, because, like I said, the gun balance, the gameplay balance is so out of whack with them in that it does not require any skill to outgun someone. It's purely what gun you're using and what rank it is, legendary, epic, common, baseline, and I reckon they just threw it completely out of whack. But I don't believe they're going to put it in. I hope they don't put it in. If they do put it in, I hope it's just cosmetic. That's it. That's all I can do with it. But if they do put it in, I hope they also, if they decide not to go cosmetic only, that they go each legendary, epic, common, baseline. They're not unbalanced. It only adds a slight advantage, or it gives you an extra perk on top. Not an advantage per se in that aspect, but you already automatically have, say, sleight of hand on it, which could give you a slight advantage, but it's also not a major disadvantage to the people you're gunning off with. But that's just my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm hoping to do a mini-series on this over the course of the next couple of weeks, talking about different aspects that I hope is included in Call of Duty World War II, and different aspects that I hope are scrapped, such as this video with the variants. But, as always, this is just an opinion, and you're more than welcome to disagree with me. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you liked the video or agree with what I said, feel free to hit the like button. If you disagree or you want to have a discussion, leave it down in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to have a civil conversation with anyone who wants to have an argument or give their opinion. Anyway, peace out guys, and I'll see you in the next one.